Hey everybody, welcome back to my Android game tutorial. Today we're going to be working on some character motion. For now it's just going to be limited to the keyboard keys, but eventually we're going to move on to a joystick that's on screen, so that'll work for Android devices. So first we need to go to our just the assets folder, right click, create folder. You're gonna name that scripts. I already have a folder called scripts, so I'm just gonna open that and right click create C# script. It's gonna be player movement. And then we're gonna open that up in, I use Visual Studio, you can use whatever you want really. Let's wait for that to open. Okay, so we need two variables to start with. It's gonna be a public float speed. I'm gonna set that to 8, and a private rigid body RB. And we're going to set the rigid body, and in the start function it's going to be RB equals get component rigid body, and that's that for the start section. We're not going to worry about the update function yet, but what we are going to do is make a new function. It's going to be a public void move. Alright, and this function, actually I'll give it a capital letter, and it's going to take a vector2 or vector2 motion, or not motion, direction, because it's only going to account for movement on the x and z axis. The y axis, which is like moving up and down, we're gonna have some sort of jump function in the future, possibly, but for now it's just gonna be this. So we're gonna void update. In here we're gonna check for our keyboard keys. So to do that, if input dot get key, we're gonna start by doing up, all lowercase letters. So if up is being pressed down, we're gonna do move new vector2, and that's gonna be it's gonna be 0, 1. So the way this is gonna work, the first value is gonna be motion left and right, so on the x-axis, and this number is gonna be anywhere from -1 to 1. It's gonna be either -1, 0, or 1 for the keyboard keys, but for the joystick, I think depending on the position of the joystick, it's going to be like various numbers in between. Anyway, once we have that, we're going to copy and paste this a couple times. 2, 3, so that we have 4 total. We need a down, we need a left, we need a right. For down, this has to be a -1. For left, it has to be 0, and this has to be a -1. For right, this has to be a 1, and this has to be a 0. Okay, so now to code this function. It's pretty simple, really. It's just going to be transform.translate. So the x value is going to be direction.x. The y value is going to be 0, and then the z value is going to be direction.y. It doesn't make, it sounds kind of funky, but it works because we don't need, yeah, you probably get it. Okay, and then we need to add two more lines here just to solve some issues that would probably come up. So let me just check this real quick. Yeah, so we gotta add a rotation thing so that it doesn't start rotating and messing us up, and we need to add a velocity controller. So to transform dot rotation equals quaternion dot identity. So that's basically gonna make it so that we're not rotating, because if we rotate, we're gonna start flying. It's kind of difficult to explain why, but it doesn't really matter. We'll probably fix that in the future, but for now, just keep the rotation like this. And then we're gonna do we're gonna do RB dot velocity equals new vector3 0, 0, 0. Alright, so this should work. So let's hop in here. Yeah, we need to make a couple changes to the player. The first of which being, by default, you're gonna have, I already deleted it, but you're gonna have something called the capsule collider here. I guess I'll add it back. Yeah, so basically you just gotta go up here to the gear thing and remove component, because we don't want that. We want a box collider. And then we also want a rigid body. Once you have those things, you can drag the player movement script over here and then save your scene and then press play, and then the arrow keys. Oh, I forgot something. Okay, so we need to go back to the script. I forgot to do something. Alright, so let's make these 3 coordinates a new vector 3. So because we need to multiply this by something. So once we've done that, to multiply this by, still remaining in the parentheses of the translate function, I'm going to do that times time dot delta time, and then times speed. So this is going to make it so that we're not like teleporting. There we go. Okay, so that is the movement function that we want. In the future we're going to add the joystick, but for now we're good on this. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. It'll probably come within the next day or so. And yeah, have a nice day. See you later.